9 outside. I'm going to kick this on the FM. We're going to have some fun. I'm talking to Anthony Macaluso with the Gun Vault of Texas. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy, and I got my good friend Anthony. Anthony, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
How you doing today?
Solid.
Cold. So, it is cold this morning. How did that go for you? You like the cold?
I love the cold when I'm expecting it. Got up this morning, wasn't too cold. Got back up this morning to go out of the house, and it was cold. Kind of nippy.
Yeah. If you would have known it's cold, what are some things you would have done differently?
Not wear a cut-off shirt and shorts to take the trash out. You know?
Yeah.
Went to the gym, and it was decent feeling. Then got back up, and it was not decent feeling. Messes with everybody's tires.
Oh, man.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah, there's a lot.
It's too early on the show for that.
I made a Facebook post, and if you're just now waking up and you haven't left your house yet, you may have that low tire pressure light on.
If anybody can help you with that, it's Gardy Garcia.
It's me. I know exactly what you should do.
Yeah. What's that?
Put air in your tires.
Man, it's a beautiful thing.
How much air do you put in your tires? You drive a truck, right?
I do. It's a modest F-150. I put, I don't know. I have no idea. I just kind of like waiting until it feels solid.
Really?
I mean, to be honest, no. To be
you
honest,
like kick it?
I've never had to put air in those tires. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Ford seems to make good tires.
I know on the tires it'll say like, hey, this is what you're supposed to put in there for a truck SUV. The PSI should be higher than like a car or a smaller tire.
What'd you do? Did you follow the rules, or you just till your hand got tired?
No, I just do it. So I have this little portable one that my dad got me as a.
God, your dad's so famous.
When
you
I
don't ever talk about him.
he's watching
he
on social media. Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, Mr. Garcia. I'm surprised you're not out touring today.
It was the last thing I needed before I was officially a man. He was like, "Here's a thing to put air in your tires, son.
Last week.
You're finally qualified." I'm like, thank you, Dad. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And so it has a built-in PSI reader on there, so it's actually really cool. You can say, I want and I put like 34 PSI.
So you're not even actually holding the thing. You're just typing it in.
Set it and forget it. I type it in.
So
it's like,
lazy.
I want it at 34. Right now, I'm like at 24, which is terrible.
That is terrible.
And so I plug it in, close it, and it's like, it's done. Pop, boop, boop, go to the other three tires. Thank you, Dad.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I'm still old school and use that. You air it up, then you get your other little tool and your gauge, and you check it, and it goes, yeah. So
those are fun. The little silver ones, and it shoots out.
Yeah. I need a Mr. Garcia in my life
to get you
to get me one of those cool
handy
contraptions.
Tools. It's okay. So it'll work even from like a cigarette lighter, like in the car.
Do they still have those?
Yeah, they do.
They do.
Some cars do. But you plug it in the garage, or if you're it's like an emergency, you need some air in your tires. It's perfect.
I think the coolest thing I have is a jump box, and it's like you're looking. It's like a sandwich size. And I'm so used to the larger ones, but no, not this one.
Sounds delicious.
I wouldn't eat it.
Okay.
They're electrifying. So, yes, breaking news, Gardy Garcia put air in his tires, and he was proud of himself, and became a man today.
I did,
on January the 7th.
Yes.
And, it's amazing.
Whenever you get in your car and you may have that light on, think of, man, my dad should have got me one of these things so I can just air on the go.
Not all of our dads are as good as Mr. Garcia.
So good morning to you if you're just now joining us, hanging out with Anthony. Anthony has a bunch of stuff going on. What do you got going on, Anthony?
Nothing really.
You got a lot going on, man.
I was asked to come in today.
You got a lot going on. You saw me sitting in my car because it just gets warm.
Yeah.
Wherever you're going, if you're going to work, let me break this down for you. This is how life works whenever it's cold outside here. You start the car, it's freezing. You're ready to go. By the time you get to your destination, it's finally comfortable in the car. And then it's time to get out and walk in, 45 degrees and freeze for like the 10 seconds it takes to get in the building.
Not today. You were sitting in your car.
I was.
I was like, oh, man, get out of your car. You're wasting gas. You want to come in today? Sure, why not? That's how this happened.
Yeah.
And like I told you, luckily we never have any plans. It's just we're going to talk about whatever. If y'all want to talk about something, just type it in. We'll talk about it. We'll lie to you all day long. We have no problem.
Yeah.
So we, just normal gun vault stuff, UPW stuff. We're trucking along, getting ready for Santa Fe on the 22nd of January. It's turning out to be a really big show. A lot of, believe we've announced 6-7 matches already. Got a big Stampede match I'm excited about. Come as you are. And see what happens.
I like that name, Stampede.
Yeah. Bart Harris. Probably not Bart.
Is there going to be any horses there?
You know who may be here.
Who?
Your friend. Our friend.
Yes. Kid
Our
Ransom.
friend, Kid Ransom. He's probably already here.
I love Kid Ransom.
Is he on yet?
Well, not yet. The last message that he sent me, which I didn't respond. The last message that he sent me, I'll read it out. Yeah. Well, the last one was a video, and then it's just a lot. I love Kid Ransom.
We all do.
And he's going to be in Santa Fe because he's on the flyer for Stampede, and that's the 22nd at the fire department, which I'm going to be out there as well. We're going to be capturing some video. It's going to be a great time. So Clear Life Media is the video house portion of what KHEA Radio does, and so we're going to be live. Actually, not even live streaming.
Live streaming.
It's hard to get that out of my head, but we're going to be capturing that and releasing it. It's going to be a polished, finished product, and it's going to be awesome.
Yep, we are excited. We announced that last week. Mr. Bart Harris, in a very timely manner, announced the collaboration with UPW and Clear Life. We're excited.
Yeah, and I feel like some people were disappointed in the announcement.
Why?
Because they wanted something bigger.
I'm excited about it.
I'm super excited too.
I'm excited because I've seen the quality of work. I've seen videos. The sound's amazing. And we get to work with you.
They wanted Jesse Logan back.
They
That's
did.
What people wanted.
That was the biggest letdown was wanting Jesse back.
They wanted Jesse Logan back. That's what they thought they were going to get.
Heck, I want Jesse back. But Bart's just being stubborn.
Yeah, I was even disappointed a little bit myself I was like, it's not Jesse.
Even though you knew what was going on. You're like, maybe they're going to do something else.
You're saying there's a chance. Maybe there's going to be a two-sided, announcement.
No.
It was just one.
It was just one at like 9 o'clock at night.
I was already in bed.
Yeah,
half asleep.
too.
I looked at it, clicked it.
You're like, cool,
turned over, go back to sleep.
To go. Yeah.
So Keith says free Jesse, #free Jesse. And good morning.
What's up, buddy?
Good morning. So if you're taking the time to tune in, I appreciate you. Feel free to share this out. Let us know what
Must
you
be
have
really
going on
bored.
today.
Yeah.
Okay, so the player tuned in.
He is making an action figure I've seen.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm all about that.
The player said he's going to be there at Santa Fe. He's at Stampede. He is the Stampede.
He is
from
the
what I
Stampede.
understand. Did you see that footage?
Better watch out for the stick.
Oh, yes.
Of young Johnny Blade.
Young
Yes.
Johnny Blade versus the player
Yep.
who doesn't age.
No.
It's the same player.
It is. He just.
That's pretty cool footage, though.
I was weirded out, and I even commented that he had a face. Never seen the guy's face until then. I was like, oh, that's kind of neat.
It's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Never knew it.
What do you think about that? About, I guess, that old footage from the vault? I mean, it's a pretty cool thing to look back and see, like, man, that's Johnny
It is,
Blade
yeah.
in the
I've
ring.
seen, he does, as much as I despise him,
Mm-hmm.
he does post some really cool videos, and I love the old school wrestling vibes, so I'm all about it. I'll go in and watch it. I try to ask him questions, and he won't respond to me. And then there's some other wrestlers that'll post them. Bart's put some stuff up before, and it's pretty cool. I enjoy it.
Do you think people will go back 20 years from now and pull up these UPW matches and just share that? You ever think about that?
No, but
They're going to go hear your voice and hear your commentary.
I will. I thought it was cool. Keith, who's actually watching, he posted a video a couple days ago of his, or maybe it was a picture. His son was watching UPW and was national anthem. He was up putting his hand over his heart, which I thought was really cool. But then, like, he kept showing different videos of this, and they're watching UPW, and I was like, oh, that's neat. Just to think about it.
I saw the frog splash he did. That part was the video.
That boy can. He does lots of moves.
Yeah.
And he hits Keith a lot.
Eddie Guerrero, he's the one who is most famous for the frog splash, right?
Yep. Yeah. R.I.P.
He was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up.
I love that era, but he wasn't my favorite. Mine was.
Why?
He was great. I was in.
You're not down with the Latino World Order?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I mean I am. I guess. My favorite technical wrestler was Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was amazing. So we'll leave it there.
I remember asking my parents. I was like, "What does La Raza mean?" Because he would always say it, and they explained it to me. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
Speaking of that, I was telling you earlier, we have a wrestling group the Lucha Primos.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, Chevy, our friend Eddie, our friend Abram. Today's our friend Abram's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Abram.
birthday, Mr. Abram.
This is your gift.
This is it.
Happy birthday.
He's probably not even listening.
Sing him a happy birthday song.
The
Maybe
voice
that could be
is-
the
The voice is raspy. You hear it, right?
Sounds great.
Does it? Thank you.
It sounds really good,
Yeah,
actually.
it's raspy today. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's probably because it's cold.
So thinking back on the footage, the stuff that's being released now, even some of these young wrestlers who may transition to the next stage of their career, whether they go into management like Johnny Blade has, or maybe they're still wrestling, they may go back and watch these tapes and share them online or whatever, in the metaverse, whatever we're living in at that point. So it's really cool to think about.
Yeah, I look at. I'm with you. I understand what you're saying, and I do think about little things like that. But I'm also living in the now, and I enjoy. I tell you what, Chris Lyons shares our stuff more than anything, and he's all about trying to support the brand and himself. He's like the best promoter for himself, and he's always posting our videos. So I dig that. But I get excited anytime I see anything with the UPW logo. Why would you cough? That's going to make me cough. It's like a yawn. But yeah, I get excited when I see that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
this year,
did you see I won an award?
which award did you win?
Oh,
You did win an award.
I did win an award. Yeah,
It's like the non-wrestling personality of the year,
yeah,
something like that.
And then Sullivan offered to make me a wrestler, and I said no, I can't. Sorry.
Not whenever you won the award. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there left to achieve now that we think about it?
Nothing at all.
Back to back
No.
next year, keep winning that
I won't
same
be
award.
employed next year. We'll be honest with each other.
Yeah,
I'll get fired.
it's possible.
It's huge possibility. So yeah, I got that. We got who won? Nicole Logan got comeback of the year.
Yeah,
Jesse got fan favorite. Chris Lyons got best wrestler of the year.
wrestler of the year.
Yeah, which who's the champ?
Chris Lyons.
He's not here to scream me, but that's what he says. Man, there was the best match of the year.
There was fan of the year too.
Yeah, that was Doug. Doug's the man. You ever met Doug?
I haven't.
You haven't. You will. Doug's at every show.
Okay.
He's a staple. He was actually in one of our pictures. He was the one sitting next to Chevy and I.
Mm-hmm.
So one of our art pictures that Ryan drew. Match of the year was LMC and Mayhem Mafia in the cage. That was an insane match.
If there were some other awards, what would they be? Like awards that weren't
best
given out?
concessions
Best
of the
concession.
year. Yeah. Who does the best concessions?
Best fans?
We just said we had that.
Fans, like
fans.
city.
Oh, Santa Fe would win that. And no brainer. Man, what other good ones? I don't know. I've got other stuff, but it's probably not appropriate. Worst fans. There's some bad ones out there, which people consider bad, but I like them because most of the time they're hating on the people that I don't like. So for me, I'm like, you're solid. I like you. We can hang out.
So the player said he wants to see Chris Lyons body slam Doug into a fan. I would watch that.
Yeah, well, would you body slam Doug into a fan, or would you body slam Doug into another wrestler? Because I don't know.
Why not? But why not both?
Well, the thing is Doug's in shape like Johnny and Jason. I mean, he's a statue, so I wouldn't want to risk that on anybody.
That makes sense.
Chris Lyons did, unfortunately, slam Kyler from my store into a fan.
Kyler is a team player.
He's really not. He was there high-fiving him, and he was sitting next to me, and it was either me or him, and I'm like, not gonna be me.
Kyler.
Kyler, go give this man a high five. He's crazy. And I mean that in the nicest way, Chris.
Yeah. How's River doing, your son? Is he ready for the 22nd? Is he going to be there?
He will be there, I'm sure.
Okay.
I tell you what, when we did the one in Brazoria, it was a smaller show, but River was so into it. He had the time of his life. There's a picture of him screaming and yelling, and then my other nephew, who's 15, they were down, and he's just kind of sitting there. So like Houston's real chill, and River's just like out there, and the picture's just, it's amazing because it's like the both of them together, and It was cool. But yeah, Rivers' life is like wrestling right now. He's all about AEW. It's all he wants to watch. And he'll go and grab his AEW championship belt and sit and watch wrestling with me. So
That's cool.
the dad dreams are coming alive.
Yeah.
He doesn't really try to. We've got a boxing or a punching bag in the garage, and he just goes over and hits it once and then walks off. So
What else is he into right now?
Paw Patrol, bro.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Now, these things number blocks. I don't know if you ever heard of them or if you dealt with them with
Yes.
your kids. Okay. So number blocks are worse than Legos. Parents, if you want to step on something, step on the Lego, not a number block. They're much more square, and they'll kill your feet. But they're great for educational, but they're a pain in the butt. So
yeah, speaking of Legos, there was the video that I saw my friend Brandon had posted and shared. That's where I shared it into UPW.
Yeah.
Talking about Legos, and it was a Lego match. Or
Yeah.
maybe it wasn't even a Lego match, but someone took, because they hurt so bad, Legos, dumped them in the ring,
instead of using thumbtacks.
body slam, and that's probably even worse.
I would much rather get thumbtacks, I think, than Legos. I don't want any of them, so Sullivan, it's not a challenge or anything, so don't even ask me to do this match. He's the only one that's ever always like, let's fight. And I don't want to fight you.
Yeah.
It's scary.
So Brenda Moreno, who is in the UFC, he's the flyweight champion, and he's a really big fan of Legos. He's probably a self-admitted like nerdy guy, but that is his belt that Lego presented to him, because it was
That's actually pretty neat.
and it was the next day after that thing, and I was like, oh, there should be a Lego title for the Lego belt.
Bart Harris, make it happen.
And then the UFC came out with this, but now I feel like we'd be copying them, which I'm not opposed to saying it, but
I mean, I'm all about trademarking, so
did they trademark this?
yeah, if they didn't trademark it, Macaluso will go find it for sure.
Yeah, that's really cool. I would love to have one of these just to display
That is kind of neat.
of anything.
Yeah.
But what's something else creative that we can get into?
Hmm.
So remember how we said the social media title, like
Yeah.
how they have, there's a radio title, hypothetically, a TV
Hypothetically.
champion, U.S. champion, heavyweight champion. Like, why don't they have a social media?
So they
Then
actually
I saw
do.
that they do.
Yeah.
That's what I saw. That
Zach
someone has it.
Ryder, or not Zach Ryder, Matt Cardona is his name, but he has one. And
For what promotion is it?
So his is just whatever. Right now, he lost it in GCW and got
It's a
it
social
back.
media title, like in general.
Yeah, so it's going to take a while. Let's see if I can find it while we're talking. But he got it years ago. He kind of created it himself, obviously. When he was getting into wrestling, he got into wrestling through like doing promos and stuff just online, and became like a fan favorite kind of deal. And people were pushing for him to get into wrestling. So that's how it all happened. Now he's like a huge wrestler and still does this title thing. Man. Sorry, I'm typing and
Which is really cool. It's really cool because I saw it after I thought it was an original idea. Of course, it wasn't. And then I saw that there was one floating around, and I was like, man, that is such a cool thing. Because you could, social media, streaming, and content that goes on the internet is such a big part of the world today.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't there be
I mean,
social
and
media
why
title?
couldn't different organizations have it? So it's a pretty cool belt. It's I like the skull.
Yeah.
It's pretty legit.
Internet champion.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Why not? We could do it. Clear Life could sponsor it.
The Clear Life
The Clear Life champion.
Media Stream
Yeah.
Championship.
Let's do it.
We can.
Who could we talk to? I mean, I can't talk to nobody. I'm just a fan.
To get it going.
Yeah, why not?
You were going to be the person I would talk to.
Um,
Speaking of talking to people, how's Chevy doing? Have you talked to him?
last night he called and was just chatting a little bit, and he's busy. He's a busy man.
Yeah.
He never talks to us. He's not. I don't think he's part of the Lucha Primos anymore.
Wow.
It's
By choice?
mm,
His choice or somebody else's?
I mean, there's four of us. There's four of us. You got to stop looking, man.
I'm sorry. Hey, we're going to take a quick break on the FM and keep it going on social media. Maybe try and call Chevy. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. I'm going to connect my phone.
Let's see if he'll do it. I'm going to text him.
He'd be like, give me a heads up, man.
What's Chevy's name?
Give me a heads up. I always see if I can remember how to hook up the old cell phone. This is something that I 100% forget, though. I
Normally
always
you have
forget
it
to
ready.
disconnect it. I always forget to disconnect it after, and I'm like, how come I can't hear the audio on my phone? I was like,
I can't hear nothing.
It's going through the board. I think I accidentally disconnected it the other day, and then so I have to turn my Bluetooth off and then turn it back on. And then
I mean, you can put air in your tires, but you can't hook up a phone to a board. What kind of man are you, Mr. Garcia? He has failed you again.
Okay, so let's see. Hit this. I think that's what I did. Here's my son's little drum set that I hooked it up to the Bluetooth in like a little toy that he got, and you can put songs through. Oh, man.
Was it bad? Is he good at the drums?
For being one, he is.
Oh, it's Luca.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
He is pretty good for being 1 year old.
1 year or 1 years?
1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't get it. I goofed.
Well, sorry, guys.
Can we just call him the old school way?
No, because then you won't be able to hear him.
Just do this. This is what we used to do before we had a board that would hook up to the stream. Back in the day.
You were so good at this.
The good old days.
Do we need the other person to hook it up? Where's Scott? We need him.
Let's see if he answers. I just miss him. I need clarification what his role is at UPW as far as. He's going to answer.
Sir.
Hey, what's up, Chevy?
He's already cutting hair.
What's up?
Oh, you're cutting hair, bro. I'm sorry, you're working. Man,
I am cutting hair.
I didn't know you worked this early.
Oh, yeah.
Always working. We're just me and Anthony hanging out on the radio. Just figured.
I figured, what's today? What's today? It's Friday.
It's a long story. We'll explain later.
Tell you later.
That's the only reason I answered the phone, because I was like, Anthony's not there. Friday.
All right. Well, we just missed you and just wanted to say hello, see how you were doing.
Hey,
All right, y'all. Love y'all.
Hey, Chevy. Can you hear?
Can you hear Anthony?
Yeah, barely.
Hey, it's make sure you wish Fake Eddie a happy birthday.
Oh,
Lucha Primo
It's
Oh, yeah.
for
Fake
life.
Eddie's birthday.
Little Abram in the house. Repping. He's probably not listening, but.
No, he has something else to do with his life.
All right, man. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, so we'll be honest with the listeners if they're still out there. We were supposed to have a guest today, a little communication issue, and that's why I'm here. So we have nothing to talk about. We need something to talk about, guys. It's one of those deals.
Yeah. The highlight of my day, and it looks like it'll remain, is
The air and the tires.
airing my tires. And
Yeah.
hey, I can drive around and a little light turned off now.
I hope the tire's completely flat when you go out.
Oh, man. If it is,
Your dad got you taken care of.
my dad would. My dad would do anything.
Scott would come out and change your tire for you, I bet. Just because he's the man. People that have never met Scott, how would you explain him?
He's a Swiss Army knife of a expert.
I agree.
Swiss Army expert.
From musician to computers to craftsman,
Yeah.
electrician, everything.
Mm-hmm. And cars.
And cars.
And that's what Kevin's watching. He said, always cars. Cars, always cars. There's always something going on with the vehicle.
He sends me a picture this morning. All right, so people know Kevin's my brother. We have different names. It's an internet
You're
thing.
Anthony.
I am. Yes.
He's Kevin.
We go by different names though.
Okay.
He always sends me pictures of cars, and he's like, "Man, I want this car. Or I need to get this car." We've swapped cars before. Both of us are huge car guys.
Yeah.
And now recently, it's like these Lincolns that are like 1970s, and it looks like they have couches as chairs. And both of us are 100% sold. One of us will end up buying one soon, and then the other one will end up with it. But they just look super comfortable. This morning, he messaged me a picture of this truck, and he's like, when they're doing these logos on sides of the truck, do they think they look good? It's just this awful graphic on a beautiful truck.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's crooked.
They should have went to Signfly.
Yeah, somewhere, man, somewhere. I don't know, anywhere. Signfly's great. I actually talked to him a few days ago.
Me too.
Great work. But
About wrapping a vehicle?
Well, this was no, it was he was at the shop. We were just BSing kind of deal.
Yeah.
And this was in Georgia. I don't think he'll drive out to Georgia, but maybe he may. I don't know. But yeah, it was just awful graphics, and I'm like, you're killing your truck. So if you have bad graphics on your truck, I'll call you out. I don't mind.
Okay, so here's a couple other things. Keith said, y'all can talk about Leo Martin Chevrolet in Lake Jackson, Texas. Come see Keith for your new or pre-owned needs. Cheap pop.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. What's going on with cars right now? I think the prices are still up, right?
It's super weird. It's super weird that when you drive by these dealerships and there's like 4 cars, it bugs me out because I'm used to everybody being filled. On the flip side, my wife and I, had a vehicle about 1.5 years ago and just didn't like it, and we were like super negative in equity. So we turned it into a lease. Well, so we turned it in. We sold it and turned it into a lease and flipped that equity into the lease. Not the best financial decision, but it was like, we're paying a less note. We hate this vehicle. It's not great.
Yeah.
My wife loved this other vehicle, and we were like, all right, cool. So something happened about 2-3 weeks ago. I don't remember really what was going on, but I was like, man, I wonder how much we owe on this lease. So I looked, and I was like, okay. So I called some people, and I was like, how much could we get for this car? And they were like, oh, we would pay you this, which was like $7,000 above what we owed. And I was like, shoot, that's a solid deal considering we've had it 1.5 years. So it's good for people that want to sell their vehicles. It's bad for people that want to buy vehicles.
Yeah.
So we sold it and just got into another vehicle, something that she wants. And so for that, it's good.
Yeah.
But
if you're trying to find a vehicle,
it's tough.
It's bad because like, I could get this much if I sell my vehicle, but then it's like, what are you going to drive?
So and that was kind of the deal. We went for this certain one, and she knew exactly what she wanted. And the guy was like, I don't have it. I won't have one. Every one that we have are sold. I won't have one for a few months. And we're like, we're not really in a hurry. This other dealership had it. And I was like, I really don't want to go to that place, but I will if she wants it. So he was like, a truck just pulled up. Let me kind of see what's on the inventory. Give me an hour. So we kind of just walked around, whatever. And he was like, there's one. Same thing you're looking for. Doesn't have every option, but it has the options pretty much. He was like, if you want it, you can have it. We've got to clean it. I've got to get it off the truck.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We waited for that.
Bottom line is I'm driving to Lake Jackson if they have what I want. I'm going.
Yeah. Keith, I know lots of people that have bought. My brother actually just bought a truck from Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Took care of him. Traded in the truck, bought the truck.
That's where – so I grew up in Angleton for the most part. And I was
didn't know that.
born in Lake Jackson.
I figured y'all were on the road a lot of times.
Born in Lake Jackson. That's where the hospital is and was, I guess, whatever. There is like a little Angleton Danbury hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I was about 10 years old. I moved to Lamarck.
But no sell that one.
Yeah. What's up, Kyler? I know you're working hard.
Kyler, get to work.
I know you're working hard.
Do not make me look at these cameras, Kyler.
Yes. And then the player said, did you guys see Ray Phoenix's arm snap on AEW?
So everybody actually had a Keith, myself, my brother, and one of our good friends, Brother Sly, is in a group message. And it's mostly about wrestling or we just talk crap to each other. And they were like, oh, did y'all see Ray Phoenix broke his arm? And I was like, he didn't break his arm. It was a sprain and a dislocation. And they were like, no, that's definitely broken. So we got into it a little bit. I stopped talking to him and sent him a deal that I think it was Phoenix posted. Somebody posted saying that it wasn't broke. But, yeah, his whole shoulder just, like, snapped. And it looked – everything just – it was disgusting.
What was his reaction?
Like
it had happened before, or he was shocked?
You know, what's weird is, like, these guys, I hate to say that they've been hurt so many times, and they kind of let it go to finish the match and give what the fans want. Mm-hmm. And that's what it seemed like. I mean, obviously when it happened, they panned, they went away and went to the ring. But it seemed like he was kind of just playing it off. But you know darn well that boy was in some pain, like lots of pain. Thankfully, it's not broken, and he's got. I was reading something this morning actually that he's got a few more doctor's appointments, and he'll be cleared. So I remember there was a show, and I can't think of what it is offhand, but they were going around Mexico watching other wrestlers, just watching these indie wrestlers and doing these shows. And I seen Lucha Brothers, no relation to the Lucha Primos. They were doing matches in the street. Like these guys, that's one of the thing they do. They do these lucha matches in the street on the highway while people are at stoplights. We get people washing windows. These guys get wrestling, and they just go around, and that's how they make money. And it's super cool. And that's where those guys kind of hone their craft. So,
did you do any like backyard wrestling growing up or anything?
I did. Yeah, trampoline wrestling.
It's fun, huh?
From what I remember, I'm old now.
Any major injuries?
Not that I can remember. My brother did break his arm. I think.
On the trampoline?
On the trampoline, yeah.
Yeah.
Had another brother, Kevin. He broke his arm on a 3-wheeler. Those things are dangerous, bro.
The three-wheelers?
Three-wheelers. I don't think they make them anymore.
Have you seen whenever people dig out a hole in the ground and put the trampoline in that?
Yeah, it looks really classy. Like,
it does.
I mean, I'm not saying trampolines out of the ground aren't classy, but in the ground, it's like a whole different. It's like a whole different thing, you know? I'm kinda like, that's pretty fancy.
It seems like, I mean, you could probably still get hurt, but it may be a little bit safer if it's done right because you aren't going to be falling off of the trampoline.
I watch these videos of these kids, and they'll like, I forget what they call it, where they pretty much just boost you. You like,
double jump.
Yeah, like double jump. But there's this one cat that's like just doing these flips, and he'll go 40, 50 feet in the air, and he's just doing these flips. And I'm like, that looks so dangerous.
And then they throw like a mattress.
Yeah, just in case. Yep.
And whenever they come down to land and stop them.
Yeah, it's crazy. If I did that, I would be dead.
I wonder how many wrestlers got their start on a trampoline, just trying those different moves and getting that extra bounce. And
I wish we could talk to a wrestler about that kind of stuff.
Maybe in the future we can how do you feel about trampolines?
Yeah,
right?
I mean, honestly, you probably look at. We were talking about Keith earlier, his son. He'll post videos on the UPW fan page, and he's doing these backflips and all this stuff on the couches. First off, it's a huge couch. I don't know if you've seen the videos. Ginormous. But I mean, to me, that's really cool because it's showing they have appreciation for it, and they're trying it different. His son's name is Finn, and Finn will be in the ring. I can guarantee it.
Yeah,
I'll manage him. KB, if that's fine, I'm managing Finn.
Who else do you have your eye on? You think would you be Rivers' manager if he went into it?
There is actually, and it pops up every year in April. It's a picture of Finn and River, and it's like a fight card Keith made years ago, and I always send it to him when I get it. Like it's tagged on the Facebook post. It pops up. So I'm pretty sure Finn and River will be partners one day.
Tag team.
Yeah.
I love it. Back again.
The Macaballies. Max. I don't know what it would be called.
Yeah. Did you see David Dupron made a post about a wrestler that shared a story, and it was kind of like a heart-touching story?
No.
Let me.
If it was heart-touching from David, then I definitely didn't see it.
You missed it?
Yeah.
You missed it.
Usually it's gym moments and these cool memes that he posts all the time.
Those are heart-touching gym pictures.
Are they?
At times. Okay, I got to scroll in a little bit. Okay, so this is from a gentleman named Chad Moses. And I'll read it real quick. It's going to take a little bit, but we have nothing but time.
Right.
It says, Moses Mayhem last night at Wilmar Mania 2.0. I was taking pictures with fans, signing autographs. A couple and their young son approached me. The mom said...
We're having technical difficulties,
I just hit the wrong button. I was looking over. Okay. The mom said, go ahead and tell him. The young kid was very shy, and his father said he has autism. And also, it was his first wrestling that he had ever been to. I asked the little guy, what would you like to tell me? After a few moments, he says, I've never been to a show before. I only see it on TV. He then says, you're my favorite wrestler I've seen, and you're my hero. I said, well, thank you. He says, it's my birthday tomorrow. So I gave him an autographed picture and a Moses Mayhem bracelet. I gave him a high five. Later in the show, the father came back over and hugged me and said that was the most words our son had ever spoken to someone other than me and his mom. That right here is why I do what I do for almost 20 years. Midwest All-Star Wrestling, #Mania moment. And so David Duperon, he shared that out. I read it. I was like, wow, that's really cool. He said, fellow wrestlers and workers, a lot of you do not know the potential of the power that you have and the privilege that you have the privilege to possess.
It's true, man. I have sat in so many big wrestling events, small wrestling events, and for me, it's watching the fan reaction. But yeah, when you see the kids just kind of stare, and then and a lot of times it's indie wrestling when they go up and get that high five, or in intermission they get to go and take a picture with them. I know at UPW they'll have the champion go, maybe not Jason, but go and stand in the middle of the ring with the fans and take pictures. And I think that's awesome because it's an experience that they don't normally get, and these guys are like titans to them. They're huge. So yeah, it's the reaction. I love that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
but that's David Dupron just sharing another, precious moment.
That's cool for Dave.
Connected.
For David, man, I appreciate that. That's neat. But I'm sure right after that there was a post about how he hated me.
It was He-Man.
Yeah,
it was about He-Man. For sure. Yeah.
So no, that's cool. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff.
That was good stuff. Hey, I see we have Paul with Southern Sass tuning in.
Hey.
Man, they stay busy.
Got that jacket?
Southern Sass Vinyl and More. Got the shirt.
Got new shirt yesterday from Southern Sass.
Keeping you warm.
They are.
You
I love
put
it.
put a jacket on your tires. Make
No,
sure you keep that air.
not gonna happen.
air in there.
I hate to even say this because Paul's my buddy, but he hooked me up this week. We went to breakfast, and I was like, man, I've got this idea, kind of throwing it out to him. Actually, I texted him the night before because if I don't text you, I'm thinking something, it's gone. And I said, Paul, this is what I want to do. I'm texting you at 10 o'clock just because I'll remember it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And it just so happened I had time, and we went and had breakfast, and we chatted about it, and he sent me this design. I was like, oh, my God, I freaking love it. That's genius. That's kind of what I was looking for. And, like, 2 days later, he's like, hey, I'll be there in a minute. I'm dropping your shirts off. I'm like, Paul, it's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
So it was perfect. Southern Sass, they're amazing. And we were talking, me and you, not the radio people, were talking. I'm real big with challenge coins. I think they're it's an appreciation thing. If you don't know what they are, you hand them out to people that you appreciate. That you know if military, police, fire, anything like that, first responders. And I get a lot of them in our industry, and I like to give them out to other people. So we are coming up with a challenge coin at the Gun Vault. We're getting that made. God, I probably have them the next few weeks. From a company they're out of like Hitchcock, I believe, Santa Fe area. I'm really bad with names, so I'm about to pull that up real quick. It's called 247 Fab and 247 Laser Works. They're out, like I said, I think it's Lamarck, Hitchcock. If you can help me with that, that would be awesome. Do you know?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so either way, the Bow Sarges.
I'll look them up. 247 Fab?
Yeah, and laser. There's 2 different pages.
Okay.
But they just started doing laser work a few months ago. They actually did this hat for me. When I first opened my doors, there was a few really cool gifts that we got back at the old place. And there was one that was a molly rack, and you hang gear on it. And AJ made that for us. And I've never met AJ before in my life. And he just came up and he said, hey, man, here you go. Welcome to business. Brought some keychains later on and just some other cool trinkets. But it's a small business thing. And I said something to his wife. She posted a picture. It was posted a picture last week. And I was like, man, I see y'all stuff everywhere. You are always advertising and promoting other businesses. And she was like, if we don't promote each other's business, who's going to promote our business? And that's true. And it's a small business thing. And man, I see them, they're everywhere. Every little small business, you see their card, you see something they've made for these guys, and they do it just to kind of help promote them. And like I say, this week they brought me this hat. They were making these beanies, and I said, man, my wife would love this beanie. And so his wife whipped up a beanie, and they did this. That's kind of cool.
It is cool.
Little phone case.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 247 Laser or 247 Fab.
247 Metal Fab. They are located in Lamarck 620 Holman
close.
Street. I know exactly where that is.
Sounds like you may need to go make a visit.
I may have to.
But yeah.
Maybe get one of those challenge coins, because I know you won't give me one.
Like
I'll be like, can you just make an extra one from the gun vault, and I'll pay whatever it costs. Whatever it costs, it doesn't matter.
Well, it's funny because like he does the fab work and his wife does all the laser stuff. And I was talking to her a few days ago, and I was like, yeah, I talk to him almost every night. It's around 9 or so. She was like, well, that's because I get to do all the laser stuff, and then he gets to go have fun at 9 or at nighttime when the kids are in bed or whatever. He gets to go have fun making things, and he'll send me little things that he makes. We're gonna start making I do a lot of stuff with metals, I guess you would say, gold and silver, and he's making me a mold for the logo of the business. And he was like, I'm going to try to cut into some silver, and now he made stuff with that, and yeah, so he just has fun with it.
Okay, this stuff looks really cool. Like they have these flags, and that appears to be metal. I'll show you guys, but like that's the Texas flag, and it's cut out of metal, but you could put that like at display, or like on a gate, or in the house, or outside. That's pretty cool.
They do all kinds of. Let me see if I can find any cool designs. Real
quick.
It
always surprises me. There's these businesses, and they're in Lamarck, and I haven't heard of them yet, because we've been in Lamarck for a while and had the opportunity to shoot some shine on Lamarcks, and we're in
247 Laser Design. That's the other one. Sorry.
Okay. 247 Laser. So make sure you go check them out. on social media.
Yeah,
and
they
give
do
'em a
all kinds
follow.
of neat things.
I got
But another little small business, little pop for them. They deserve it. They're good people.
cool. Yeah. So here's some cups. That's funny. In the hats. Here's your actual hat that you're wearing and a beanie.
See that?
It's on there.
Look at there.
I feel like this is a famous picture. I'm gonna like it.
You should. I would.
Very cool.
And I've got it all circles back to wrestling. So one thing that I've always wanted was the backdrop, the logo of WCW Nitro, and it's just the big logo and all that. And I was like, AJ, I need this. And he's like, all right, well, once we slow down, I'm going to make you this. So that's kind of how our friendship started, I guess.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there. And yeah, they do really cool work, great with the community. So give them a like for sure.
Hey, Stephanie wants to know if you need any other cups.
Stephanie,
Your wife.
my wife, no, we don't. Like personally need cups? No. We have like
She didn't ask personally or
16 pantries full of cups, and I use 3 cups. I have 3 favorite cups, and that's it.
not. Yeah.
So no.
What are they? Why are they your favorite cups?
So it's really weird. You know the old school, like it's like a brown clearish diner cup.
Mm-hmm.
One of those, then just a sports cup, and then the blue clear cup. And I've had those. The sports cup is a crappy Green Bay Packers one that I think it was probably in the trash, and I picked it up for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the rest we've had forever. I don't know where they came from, but that's what I drink out of.
So I have 3 favorite cups too.
Do you? Go.
They're 2 yellow witch cups.
Yeah.
And then my third one is from Rudy's. It's like the exact same size,
Yeah.
but it's perfect. I fill it up with water in the morning if I'm heading out somewhere. Just drink it.
See?
Drink it on the way back, and I'm good.
There was a post some girl made, and she was like, as adults, we don't talk about this, but we all have our favorite burner on the stove.
Right.
I know I do.
Yeah.
And we don't talk about that kind of stuff. So, no, we don't need any cups for the house. We may need cups for the store. I'm not sure, Stephanie.
Maybe she was talking about the store. If you needed any more cups or anything.
Maybe we can
gun
talk about this
related.
later.
No, now.
Yeah.
We get this on the table now. We're getting the cups, okay?
I have no idea. As I drink out of a Ozarka water.
Yeah.
Fine Ozarka water, I must say.
Well, is there anything else you want to share?
Brother, we really didn't have anything to share to start with. So if you stuck around, by
Thank
God,
you.
I appreciate it. Come visit us at the Gun Vault. We are there Monday through Saturday. Yeah, 9 to 6. And UPW Santa Fe at the fire department, January 22nd, the day after my wife's birthday, I must say. We're not going to sing her happy birthday because last time a happy birthday was sang, that guy got suspended. I can't afford to be suspended, Bart Harris. Do you hear me? Can't happen. If you need tickets, you can get online, UPWTX on Facebook. Where else can we get it?
You
I
just
know.
Call Bart
You
personally.
can call Bart personally. Any time of the night. He's usually up at around midnight. Between midnight and 4 is his peak hours. 409-750-2199. He likes text messages.
Give him a call.
Yeah, if you ghost your phone, just keep calling him. He'll pick it up eventually. Just ghost it and keep calling.
Sign him up for text alerts.
Yeah.
From anywhere, really.
Have you ever done that?
I have not done that.
I have put people's numbers on text alert.
It's like I didn't sign up for this.
Yep. You go. You
What's
want
going
those.
on?
You want those sweet free blankets at the stadium.
Yeah.
I got burner accounts. I'll do stuff like that, but then I'll put random stuff on there too.
It's funny.
If you ever get one, you can thank me later.
Wow. Thanks,
Yeah.
Anthony.
Congratulations on putting air in your tires. That's a huge accomplishment.
It's a win.
And you just started 2022, so I'm proud of you.
The right way.
Yes, sir.
The top. It's not all downhill from here. I hope.
No, God.
We'll see, but does it get any better than this?
You did join.
accomplishment-wise?
Yeah, I did join UPW. That's a huge accomplishment in my eyes. I don't remember if we shook hands.
It's only up from here.
If we
we
shook
didn't
hands-
get a picture. We should have did a picture.
I mean, I
or
do have a picture from that night. I'm sure you wouldn't want to see that picture.
Oh man. All right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right. This is KHEA Radio. Y'all be